Okay, y'all, I got a lot of stuff to say. Disney is not for the faint of heart. This job might actually be the death of me. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's just training. I've never worked a full-time job before, but I have worked 8-hour shifts before. But this, I mean, every day this week, it has been at least 8 hours. And I don't know why I'm standing right now because my feet are killing me. But, you know, it's been a good experience so far. And, you know, I think I'm gonna like it. I know I'm gonna like it. And I think that's the payoff, you know? I think that's why people stick around. I mean, yes, I can't tell you the number of times this week that people have said CPs are sort of like the indentured servants of the company, if you will, because we're full-time without any of the benefits. But for the 4 months, for what it's worth, I mean, you gained so much. So many people have told me that they ended up loving their jobs, you know? Like, it's rough at first. But the thing is, because Disney is such a big company, you can switch around and people transfer all the time. They just sent out an email this week. Already, it's like literally my second week, and they sent out an email with saying, okay, here are your next steps for after your program. If you decided, you could extend. You can extend just to be a CP for another 4 months. You can extend again as part-time or full-time, or you can extend by auditioning to be a character performer, either full-time or part-time, which they recommend, because being a CP, again, you're not getting those benefits that you would for full-time, even though you're working full-time hours. So they recommend switching to part-time or full-time. And you can still get access to these apartments because these apartments, Flamingo Crossings, which is the apartment complex here, they have 2 villages, but those are also for part-time and full-time. I feel like I'm just dispensing all this information, and my roommates are probably like, what is she talking, like, who is she talking to? Anyway, I'm not even sure if they knew I make vlogs, but anyway. So you can be auditioned to be considered for one of the animal friends or one of our face character friends, which are like the princesses, people who are actually talking and interacting with guests, whereas our animal friends are just kind of miming.
You can be, you know, one of the people in one of our friends in the suits, one of our furry friends. I'm not saying this right.
I don't have any sort of, you know, I hate dissecting this. Feel like I'm, you know, ruining the magic. Let's rewind. So that is an option, and honestly, I'm considering it. This week has really opened my eyes in a lot of ways. I'm already discovering so many things about myself. And going forward, I'm not gonna have as many 8.5-hour shifts. They're not gonna be so grueling. It's gonna be more 6-hour shifts. My training just happens to be 2 weeks because I'm training for like 4 different restaurants. They're quick service little like stands where we hand out food. I'm so glad that I had previous food and beverage experience, because if I didn't, I would be even more clueless, you know. At least with the ice cream place, Scoops, I knew how to scoop ice cream because I've done that before at Baskin Robbins. Once I have my work in a manageable amount of hours, which means the 6-hour shifts instead of the 8s, and once that's more consistent, it's more just straight closing shifts all the time with a few opening here and there, then I think I'm really gonna like this place. I also put up some new decor here. It was a little higher than my liking, but I do not feel like taking it down, so that's gonna be staying where it is. We also got this one in here. Disney has quite a bit of a confidentiality agreement. They're very particular about how we say things, about how much we share. So if I seem to be omitting anything or phrasing things a certain way, then you understand why. Side note, my roommates are doing a movie night right now, so they might be kind of loud. They're watching Wish, which I have not seen yet, and they invited me to the movie night, but I thought they were gonna watch it at the community center. Anyway, I feel so inspired here. Like, walking around Epcot, seeing all different countries, that's when it hit me. I wanna keep traveling. I wanna travel the world. I'm gonna save money from what I earn while I'm here. No matter if that's the 4 months I'm here or if I end up extending for 8 months, we'll see. But I wanna save money, set aside a fund for travel. Some more things about training. The whole training experience can be so confusing. I mean, just figuring out the bus system alone.
The way my route goes to work, I had to like feed through the park to get to my backstage location, and so that was super confusing.
Because I totally went the wrong way the first day. What was really cool about the first day of training is that they gave us literally a 3-hour guided tour in the park that we work. So Hollywood Studios for me. And they literally gave us like tidbits, trivia on each ride. We literally got to ride one of the rides while on the clock. Being here, it's cool because I finally have the freedom to be able to go to those restaurants if I so choose. There's one place in the Polynesian resort. We have this one buffet, $60 a person, but I've heard it's definitely worth it to at least go once while you're in a Disney college program. Anyway, they told me about all these different locations in Hollywood Studios, like themed dining experiences, which I thought was so cool, right? Because all I think about when it comes to like theme park food is just
like where I'm working, the quick service stuff where they just hand it to you at a stand, right? But no, these are like you walk in, you sit down, your waiter or waitress is dressed as somebody from this theme, right? And so
one of them is the prime time TV cafe, where all your, you know, waiters or waitresses are going to be dressed as if they're like your mom or your dad or whatever family member serving you like a home cooked meal. And it's funny
because they'll tell you little, you know, funny things like get your elbows off the table or something like that, you know. And the whole thing looks like you're at somebody's house in the 50s.
It makes me want to go back through and actually go to those places. I'm not always guaranteed to get a discount at any given food and beverage place. I finally got my first paycheck. I'm so happy. I had like $3 and I finally have more than 100. So hey, we're doing great. We're doing great. Y'all, the amount of times I heard random people talking about how scared they are of Florida gators and how they swear they're gonna see one. I did see my first wildlife sighting. I saw a turtle on the road, trying to cross the road. Y'all, if you work at Hollywood Studios and you get to go to the cast cafeteria, take 5, get ready for some amazing variety. Y'all, I was like, what the heck? Look, I love food, okay? I think everyone who knows me knows that, okay? They have, kid you not, Subway, a little Mexican place, which looks really good. I haven't got to try yet because they close at 4, which I'm like, why do they close so early? Anyway, they have a grill place, which I did get to try. They have a whole salad bar, the Disney Point. I'm not sure if I covered this last time, but we can't do this. It's offensive, right? No pointing with just one finger. They make us point with 2, or with the full hand, right? Gesturing. I didn't realize homesickness was gonna hit me this bad. I think what's helped me the most this week is fully committing to being here. Accepting that I'm here to stay for a while. I don't want to constantly be living in a state of temporary living in my 20s. But while I'm here, I want to thrive in the place I am. I can tell you that this program is going to change you if you decide to come. So that's all for now. Oh my gosh, how did I forget to add this? I went to Jelly Rolls this week. It's a piano bar. I'll talk to y'all next week. Stay tuned.